AI agents are not digital employees replacing everyone tomorrow. They are software workers that handle bounded multi-step tasks. That sounds boring compared with the hype, but boring is exactly where the real value starts showing up. In 2026, agents mostly do 4 useful things: research, tool use, app actions, and repetitive workflow cleanup. They read across sources, compare answers, summarize findings, then hand you something more structured than ordinary chatbot output. They also use tools instead of only talking, which is the biggest shift normal users actually feel. That means an agent can search, open files, fill forms, browse pages, organize notes, and trigger connected actions. Some can operate software through buttons and menus the same way a person works through a screen. That sounds powerful, but it also explains why agents still fail in messy interfaces and unexpected edge cases. The first real job agents do well is research that would normally waste an hour of tab juggling. You give a goal, not just a question, and the agent keeps pushing until it builds usable output. That might mean comparing products, summarizing documentation, collecting sources, or turning scattered material into one decision-ready draft. For creators, that becomes topic research, outline building, source gathering, transcript comparison, and competitive pattern spotting. For office users, it becomes meeting prep, policy lookup, email context gathering, and document summarization across multiple inputs. For developers, it means searching docs, checking examples, comparing implementation paths, and explaining trade-offs faster than manual browsing. That is why people confuse agents with intelligence breakthroughs, when part of the win is workflow compression. The second real job is tool orchestration, which sounds technical, but matters even more than the research angle. A normal chatbot waits for your next message. An agent chooses a sequence of tools to finish work. It might search the web, inspect the file, extract key data, then format the result for you. That feels smarter because it is less about one answer and more about finishing a chain correctly. The best way to picture it is not genius. Picture a junior assistant with many browser tabs. When the tools are good, agents look impressive. When the tools are weak, agents look strangely average. That is why agent quality is not only the model, it is also the surrounding system design. The third real job is software action taking inside apps, and this is where the hype gets loudest. Yes, agents can now click around websites, browser pages, and some computer interfaces with growing competence. But can is not the same as always should, especially when money, permissions, or messy interfaces are involved. In practice, the good use cases are repetitive digital chores humans hate, but can easily verify afterward. Think inbox triage, support routing, scheduling steps, CRM updates, spreadsheet cleanup, and form-heavy admin work. These are painful jobs because they are repetitive, not because they are intellectually difficult. Agents shine when a task has clear steps, repeated patterns, and a human who can review results. They struggle when the screen changes unexpectedly, the context is incomplete, or the decision requires business judgment. So no, most agents are not running companies. They are mostly reducing friction inside already defined workflows. The fourth real job is acting like a glue layer between disconnected software tools and information sources. This matters because most productivity pain comes from switching apps, not from lacking another chatbot window. An agent can read one system, use another, then update a third without forcing you through everything manually. That is useful in IT, operations, sales, content, customer support, and even basic personal productivity routines. But it works best when the task has guardrails, permissions, and a clear finish line. If the finish line is vague, agents often keep producing activity instead of producing value. That is a key 2026 lesson. Visible motion is not the same as useful completion. Now let's kill the biggest myth. Agents are not mainly about talking more naturally to computers. They are about reducing interface labor, which is why browsing, clicking, summarizing, and action chains matter so much. The chat box is only the front door. The real story is the work happening behind it. That is also why agent demos feel magical until you ask them to survive real-world mess. Real work includes bad file naming, contradictory instructions, login friction, broken pages, unclear approvals, and exceptions everywhere. Humans handle those cracks with common sense. Agents still need strong supervision when the cracks get wider. So, what should normal viewers expect from agents right now without buying into fake future promises? Expect them to save time on research, drafting, sorting, summarizing, and structured digital chores first. Expect them to become useful when connected to calendars, files, web tools, internal documents, and action permissions. Expect them to feel much better in narrow workflows than in open-ended run-my-life scenarios. Expect them to disappoint if you hand them vague goals and assume they understand your standards automatically. That is where a lot of agent frustration comes from. The task was never clearly operationalized. The better your instructions, boundaries, and review checkpoints, the better your agent results usually become. This is very similar to automation in general. Good inputs and guardrails create reliable outputs. Bad inputs create confident-looking messes that still require humans to clean up afterward. For RedTechfo viewers, the practical question is simple. Where do agents actually matter in your workflow? If you build content, agents help with research stacks, product comparisons, draft structure, and repetitive packaging prep. If you run a business, they help with inbox sorting, meeting prep, routine actions, and knowledge retrieval. If you work in IT, they help document steps, summarize tickets, search logs, and standardize responses. If you are a normal consumer, they help most when a task is annoying and screen-heavy. That could be planning, comparison shopping, file cleanup guidance, travel research, or repetitive account management steps. Where they still disappoint is anything requiring deep trust, silent assumptions, or unpredictable judgment under pressure. That includes legal nuance, sensitive financial decisions, edge case support, and complex cross-system exceptions. So the real 2026 answer is less dramatic than the headlines and more useful than the cynics admit. AI agents are not fake, and they are not magic. They are workflow engines with language on top. When connected to the right tools, they reduce digital busy work better than ordinary chatbots ever could. When oversold as autonomous coworkers, they create expectations no current product consistently meets. That is why the smartest way to use agents today is not blind trust. It is selective deployment. Give them repetitive tasks, clear boundaries, review points, and environments where small mistakes are easy to catch. Do that, and agents feel genuinely helpful instead of expensive software theater with a futuristic label. Follow RedTechfo for sharp, no-hype tech breakdowns, and subscribe for smarter AI and PC decisions that save time.